Now, I bet you're wondering why I'm wearing a coat and a hat. It's because I just came in from shoveling, and I want to show you how easy it is to create memories that last a lifetime. It can be in the simplest of things that we can create memories. And shoveling it reminds me, I just came in from shoveling, but it reminds me of some really fantastic, fond memories I have with my sons. And I'll tell you the truth, years ago I used to hate shoveling. When it snowed, it just reminded me of all the different places I had to shovel, from the house to the business to we used to go to the church. We used to go around to different people's houses and help them shovel as well too. And part of it was fun. It was enjoyable because you were helping other people, but it was just so much work. And when I used to get up to shovel, when I saw the snow, it was just like, oh my goodness, to the point that many of my sons said that they would not stay in a cold weather area. They wanted to move to a warm area. One of my sons actually did. However, during those times, we have some of the most wonderful memories. And I want to share with you because it's something that can be done, that you can do with the simplest of things, such as shoveling. Now, what we used to do is every time that it was shoveled, we would get together, a couple of us, the men, we would get together, we would shovel, and then we would go after shoveling to get some hot chocolate or get something to eat. So it made it fun, and we would talk and just chat and have a good time afterwards. So it's kind of like the silver lining around the cloud. Now, what does this have to do with growing through grief? I'm going to share a term that I kind of just came up with. It's called preventative grief. Now, I've heard of preventative medicine. I've been introduced to that a couple years ago, where you actually you do things, let's say nutritionally, so that you can avoid having illnesses or sicknesses. You do preventative work. So it's kind of the same thing with grief, that you actually can do a lot of things so that when there may be an opportunity for grief, it's just not as hard. And one of the things I'll say with it is actually creating some really fond memories. When you can create some really fond memories, even when someone may no longer be in your life. Could be from a death, could be from they moved away, because there's many different instances that can actually cause us to be grieving. But even when we are faced with an opportunity for us to grieve, we're going to have more of the fond memories than memories of regret or memories that were not so wonderful. So this is preventative grief, when we can start to build up even more memories with our loved ones, with the people that's close to us. This helps us and prepares us so that we will not get hit with grief so hard. All right, so preventative grief. Now, I said about shoveling. It was something I didn't like. And it was, as I shared before, it's just really a shift of mindset. Because now, and it was really for the last couple of years, I really actually enjoy when it snows. And the reason I enjoy when it snows is not that, I still have places I have to shovel, but why I enjoy when it snows, because I was looking outside the window, and I can do that now as well too, and it's just a peaceful time when you see the snow falling down and the streets are covered with white, and basically you're frozen. You can't go anywhere. You can't move. It doesn't matter if somebody, there's whatever's going on, you can't really move until the streets are cleared, until the path is made. So to me, it became like a peaceful moment. I started to see snow in a wholly different light, and it made me enjoy when it was snowing because of the tranquility before having to do all the work. So as I said before, just sometimes a little shift in our thought or our mindset can make a world of a difference with the events that we go through. So even something like a task like shoveling, just a shift of mindset when we now see it as an opportunity for us to create a wonderful memory. This is the same thing that we can do with that as well too. And it's not just for shoveling, it's any task. And it could be cooking. We have to cook anyway, then why not make it a memorable moment? It could be taking out the garbage, things that we actually would not think about that it's fun or enjoyable, but taking out the garbage and then maybe playing a game or something like that with your son, as I've done before as well too, with sliding the thing, put him on rollers and sliding it down the hill or whatever. These make for some really wonderful memories that will last for a lifetime. And then let's say washing dishes. You know, we actually did something watching this the other day where we had, and this is just, I'm just sharing some stuff that we did, but we had the Alexa, Amazon Alexa, and while we're washing dishes, yes, it can play music, which is fun. You can sing along with music, which is fun. But then actually we said, we had it play some like trivia games with us. So it was like a family moment that was bonded around us washing dishes together. So all these different tasks, like I said, just a little shift of a mindset can turn these tasks into something that is really a memorable moment. So there's another term that I heard, and I'm gonna share with you with this as well too, because it goes along with it. Like sometimes the hardest things or the tasks that we have to go through, which is already gonna be like imprinted on our minds, we can actually attach a positive memory with it. So there's a term called habit stacking, where you actually have a habit and you can stack another habit on top of it because it's easier for you to form or build the habit because you already have one that's existing. So now you just like piggyback another one on top of it. So if you already have to do something, you can actually do, I'll say, memory stacking, where now you attach a good memory to something that you could be doing, and you could be doing it over and over and over again. Just a task that we have to do, but you attach a good memory to it, and it's going to be something that's going to be, remembered for a long time. Like I go back even with the shoveling of snow. My children still think about that. Some of my older boys, and they would share with some of the younger boys as well too, not too long ago, that are coming up and shoveling now, and just reminiscing of how they used to go and get hot chocolate, go to the diner and get some stuff like that afterwards, because it becomes such a fond memory that they have. So this is how, I shared a couple of examples how I turned some regular tasks into memorable moments, and you can do the same thing with whatever task that you have to do. Just be present in the moment. Don't just do it, but be present. And we've learned this before, that the present is called the present because it's a present. It's a gift. So realize that each moment that we have with our loved ones is a gift. It's an opportunity from the Creator that we have. So be present. Enjoy the moment. Do something that's going to make it a memorable moment, because you have to do it anyway. You have to do these things anyway. So make it something that's memorable that you and your loved ones will talk about, will laugh about, maybe down the road and so forth. And it's just, it creates really some wonderful memories that last for a lifetime. So again, I started off with saying that this is a way that we can do preventative grief. I am coming up with some words, but preventative grief, where before we're faced with the separation from a loved one, we can actually build some really powerful, loving, fond memories with them. And the more we can do that, it will help us when whenever that separation may occur. All right, so remember with this, you don't have to be going through grief alone, because we can be growing through grief together.